Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Pooh Harding. And tonight, we have a very special guest. This basketball head is a South Shore All-City great. He was one of the top players in the class with Albert King, Sam Worthing, who are both New York City legends. After graduating South Shore, he received a scholarship to Long Island University. Known as a clutch player, this basketball head lit up Iona College, scoring 9 points in the last 6 minutes to give Long Island University its first NCAA appearance in 47 years. He was also a force in the playgrounds of Brooklyn when people compared him to NBA legend World B. Free, but this basketball head had a style of his own. Please help me welcome to the show, South Shore and Long Island University great, Earl Fuller.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have stepped out into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
We good. Listen, I want to give a shout out to your woman, fiance. Listen, thank you, because the world wouldn't be right if we didn't have women in our lives. So salute to all the women.
No problem, my brother.
That's real.
So look, now, man. So what's up?
Look, I know you didn't hear my intro. So I want you to check out the intro that I had laid out for you, right? I did it anyway. So it's going to be in the beginning of the show. But I want you to hear it, right?
Right.
I said, this basketball head is a South Shore great and all-city player. He was one of the top players in the class with New York City legends Albert King and Sam Worthing. Exactly. After graduating South Shore, he received a scholarship to Long Island University. Known as a clutch player, this basketball head lit up Iona College, scoring 9 points in the last 6 minutes to give Long Island University its first NCAA appearance in 47 years. He was also a force in the playgrounds of Brooklyn, where people compared to the NBA legend World B. Free, but this basketball head had a style of his own. Please help me welcome to the show, South Shore and Long Island University great, Earl Fuller.
My man, thanks for having me, baby.
That's right, man. Yeah, I want to jump right into it, Earl. Who introduced you to the game, my brother?
Who introduced me to the game was first when I was like coming up when I was young with the Brownsville Jets, with Greg Jacko Jackson, Dean Bentley, Willie Hall, Beaver, them guys. I was like, I was young, man. They put us on so many tournaments. Man, we was running crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's where it all started.
All right, we want it. If it's a way we can keep our phones straight, see if your woman can hook you up so it can lean on something so you don't gotta keep moving it.
I'm gonna hold it right here. I'm good. I got you.
All right, cool. Because people watch you and then you don't want them to get dizzy and all that.
Yeah.
Listen, bring the phone down a little bit more. Bring it back some so we can get you. There you go. Because this is going to be on YouTube soon. Back it up some more, Earl. There you go. It only got your face. Back it up some. There you go.
Right here.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah. So people can see the full you. Right. I was watching a video with Michael Rappaport, the actor. Right?
Right.
The famous actor. And he was born and raised in New York. His best friend was from Howard Projects. So he used to come from the Lower East Side all the way down to Howard Projects to play basketball. And guess who he played for?
What was that?
He played for Jocko and the Jets and the Brownville Jets.
Yep.
He said that on Mike Tyson's show, and it blew my mind. I was like, "Word?"
Yeah.
Michael Rappaport playing for the Brownville Jets, named all the guys who was out there, and gave big shouts to Jocko. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, Jock was like when when he's doing his things like the mayor of Brownsville, man.
Yes, definitely.
That's what we call him, the mayor of Brownsville.
Yeah.
He did so much, for the community, for everybody, man. There's so much.
Yo, my guy, Mr. Crossland, he's always on the show supporting. He said you're one of the smartest players he's ever seen. And he lives all the way in South Carolina.
Yeah, wow. I hear that.
Okay? All right. What age did you fall in love with the game around?
I say between 11 and 12. 11 and 12.
Were those Jocko years? Those Jocko years, 11 and 12?
Yeah. Those is like CYO years. This is my first time playing basketball, learning the game itself. Had great coaches, instructors, and they tell you about the game, man. It was very fun.
That's dope, man. Who was the best player in the neighborhood when you was coming up?
Wow, but that's a good question there, boo. But let me just go back when I was coming, because like I said, I was like, 11 or 12 years old. But when I was coming up, because I knew some of the guys like Earl Fly, Phil Sellers, Ron Hegler, Ronnie Black, Poopy Green, Vaughn. It was just a bunch of them guys, man. I was watching them guys. O'Neal Tarrant, them guys. I was watching them guys coming up, man, and I learned a lot from them, too. Learned a lot from them. Yeah.
Man, you had a bunch of legends to watch from, man. I know that helped you out a lot.
Yeah, definitely, boo. I mean, you know what? Sometimes it helped me out. It helped me out when I was coming up because, like you said, that's how I learned the game. I watch and play, and just doing things. And, one thing I know about that, you just have to play physical, man. You have to be physical. Don't cry. Once you cry, man, they don't want to be a part of you. But there's no crying, man. So, I like I said, I was on the sideline watching that. Watch how they played, play physical, the crying, this and all that. They wasn't crying, man. They just played. So that's what I did. I learned from that, So that's why, when I was playing, I was one of those players. I just play the game, just don't say anything. I don't say nothing. Some people can do that. Some people can do that. I just wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't one of them, So I just go out there and just play hard and, do what I got to do, and that's it.
And you earned your respect the right way.
Yeah, and another thing too, as I was coming up, since I was, like I said, 11 or 12, I respect people. I never say I was better than him. That wasn't me, man. I wasn't into that. Because in my era, when I was coming up, a lot of bad motherfuckers, a lot. And every night you're going to get somebody good. So you ain't got time to be talking about, nah, but just like for me, it was like learning. You know what I'm saying? About people, who you're playing against, how good they are, and this and that. So, I was very humble. Very humble.
Did you play in the Brevo Sports Foundation League back then?
Listen, let me tell you something, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. Right? We played in the, the Brevo at that time, if you lose, you go in the losing bracket. It was 2 games. You lose the first game, you're going to lose the bracket. You win, you stay in the win. You stay in the winners bracket. Boo, we lost our first game, right? I don't know who we lost to. Boo, we went all the way to the championship. And guess who we played in the championship?
Who's that?
Gil Reynolds. We played against Kurt Redding, Albert King, who else they had? Larry Washington, Dennis West. They had a good team. But we had a good team too. We had my man Calvin Hicks, Eric Green, myself, Kurt Sumner, myself, this jumper boy named Dow.
Hold on. You and Kurt Sumner was backcourt partners?
Yeah, and Eric Green from Brevo.
Ooh, who is Eric Green? Give me a story. I never heard about it. Let me know about some about Eric Green.
But Eric Green was tough. He was from Brevo. He grew up in Brevo. Eric was tough, man. He went to middle with Eric Short. He just was tough, man. It was me, him, and Kurt. We had Calvin Hicks, and we had my man jump out the gym, Dow. It was Dow Red, we call him. Man, we won the championship. I got MVP. Yeah, I got
Really?
MVP. Yeah. And check this out, right? Because my brother Jerry's supposed to be on that team too. But during that day, Gil had a game in Canarsie, All-Star game. I don't know if it's an All-Star game. They played against Philly, and my brother hurt his knee. So he hurt his knee, so he didn't come to the game that late on that night. So he didn't come. So when the game was over, Gil and my brother was real tight. So he called my brother. He said, "If you was there, your brother wouldn't have got MVP." I said, "What?"
Wow.
That's what he said, bro. He said, "If you was there, your brother wouldn't have got MVP." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need you to do me a favor. Keep the phone just like that. No, just the way you had it.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, because when I put the video up, I want to be able to put your name.
I got you. Went straight. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so I can put your name next to you. So in that class, man, I'm just gonna read off some names, man. 1975, 1976, guys like Albert King, Earl Nesbitt, Stretch Graham. That name sounds like a TV name, like after school special basketball play name. Stretch Graham, Tyrone Lanton, Curtis Redding, Rudy Johnson, Sam Worth of the Courts, Ron Chisholm, Jesse Massey, Tony Lawson, Wendell Ramsey, Phil Kidd, Norman Scalart, Tyrone Walters, and Mark Council. Which name sticks out the most when I read all those names?
But there's no doubt about it. It's my man from Taft, Phil Kidd. Phil Kidd.
From Phil, really?
Yeah, from the Bronx. He was tough. He was real tough. See, one thing about me, I always try to recognize from other people from other places. I know about my people in Brooklyn. You always got to just go out of Brooklyn and just look at other players, man. And that's what I did. I just remember him. Or some of the guys you was name on there, but I just remember that kid, my man from Phil Kidd from Taft. What you said though, he was tough though. He was tough.
What position he played? What position he played?
He's like a forward. You know who he looked like? You know who he looked like? They look just alike. Eric Short, same size and everything.
Really?
Same size and everything. Word. They look just alike. Just alike.
That's dope, yo.
Yeah.
And that's good that you can recognize guys from other boroughs.
Yeah,
now I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Did guys like Phil Taft come to Brooklyn and play?
Not really, not at that time. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn guys go anywhere. Just when we go.
I need you to say that. I need you to say that again, Earl.
Brooklyn guys go anywhere. We go to Mars if you want us to go up there. We be there. Don't worry about that. That's one thing about Brooklyn. We be up there. Don't worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
If you want us up there, we gonna find a way to get up there. When we get up there, we gonna be busy up there. We gonna get busy up there. We ain't coming for nothing now. We let people know.
Yeah, I always get up my guys from uptown in Queens. Yeah. And let them know that only a few of you guys came down to Brooklyn to play, but we went everywhere.
Yeah, but like you say, Boo, but one thing about me, man, I give credit when credit is due, man, because like I said, I was humble when I came up because I played against a lot of bad motherfuckers, man. A lot of bad. I can give you some names that, when I was, like I said, not, from Brooklyn, from Manhattan, Queens, all over, man. All over. You know what I'm saying? All over. Yeah.
So who do you pattern your game after?
Oh, that's a good question, boy. You know what? Yeah.
Good. All right, cool. Want to make sure you're straight.
Yeah.
Now, let's finish up. When you was in high school, right? How did you guys do?
Well, we got to the playoffs. We lost in the first round to my boy Kenny Page and them in Staten Island, McGee High School. You know that yo boo, that was my worst game ever. Worst
Wow.
game, man. You know certain things you still remember. As a
Yes.
I beat 61. I beat 61 in November. And somebody asked me, what was your worst game? That game right there comes right up real quick. Bam. That was my worst game ever, man.
What made it your worst game?
We played in the playoffs against McKee High School.
I know, but what made it your worst game? Did you have a bad shooting night? You turned the ball over too much?
No, boy, I couldn't do nothing. I got the ball stolen from me, thinking once or twice. I just couldn't do nothing, man. Just one of those days, man. But I had the wrong time to have a bad game.
Yeah.
That's sports, man. That's how it is. But I was so mad with myself, man. I can't even help my team that night, man. I was trying though. I was out there, but I just couldn't do nothing, bro. Couldn't do nothing.
Wow. Those them games, man, that stay with you forever.
Yeah, forever. Yeah, and that's one of them right there. And that's one of them. But I just want to say, some of the guys that I played against, during my career. You probably know a lot of them too. I'm gonna name some of them. From Brooklyn. I had, my boy Jeff Thomas, Larry Washington, Tony Thomas, Sean Powell, from Queens, Pete Edwards, Craig Pendergrass. Who else? From Manhattan, my man Steve Burke, Artie Green, Kevin Williams. There's a bunch of them, man. I mean, you play.
Yeah, hold on, bring the phone now. Bring the phone now. Just relax. There you go.
Yeah,
so you're rocking it. There you go.
Because those names I just said, man. Hey, you have to be on your A game to play against them guys.
Listen, I seen Kevin Williams play against Sam Worthington City College in 1985, right?
Yeah.
And this player is gonna live with me forever.
Right.
Sam was coming down the court, and the announcer had the whole crowd yell, "Sam, Sam," and he was just throwing it between his legs, going up court. Kevin Williams was waiting for him in a defensive stand at half court. Sam goes in and out, act like he's gonna go this way, comes back and throw the ball. Kev falls. He has some low top Pumas on. They fall. I mean, after Kev fell, the Pumas were spinning. Sam then dribbles his left hand up court, switched his back to his right, get to the top of the key, jumps at the foul line, spin the ball on his finger, and throw it behind his back to Kim Bannister.
Wow.
I think I was like in 10th grade going to 11th grade. No, the 10th grade. Yo, this blew my mind. I've never seen anything like that ever in my life.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know that at the time Kevin Williams was on the Seattle Supersonics at that time.
Yeah, Kev, yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah. But yo, boo, did you ever see? I don't know if you heard about. He came out my year, but he was one tough motherfucker. He's from uptown, Artie Green.
Artie Green. No, I heard a lot about him.
Man, you see this guy, woo, 6'2". You talking about jumping out the gym? Oh my God. Woo.
What's hold on, let me see. I think he should be on this list.
Yeah.
He came out the same year you did?
Yeah, 77. Yeah, 77.
Oh, he came out 77. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
That was out.
He was on tap. He was on that tap team.
He was with Phil Kidd. That was the kid I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Together.
They made first team all city, him and Phil Kidd.
Yeah. That was tough, man. I'm telling you, Artie was a bad boy, man. Him and Sam went to Marquette together. So, you know what I mean? So, you know, I met him. I played against him. He was tough, man. Lord, he was tough. Steve Burke, same way, man. You know,
Wow. So what schools recruited you other than LIU?
University of Texas, El Paso, Florida State, Georgia,
like that. Those are the schools that I good. I had a lot of good schools wanted me, man. Yeah, I had a lot of good schools wanted me.
So Tiny helped you get into Texas, El Paso. What happened?
Yeah, what happened? That's when Tiny, that year, him and the doc was playing for the Nets, and he tore his Achilles that year. That first year he get torn. So what happened was that's when UTEP, they was recruiting me, and they knew Tiny couldn't play. He wasn't playing it. So they told him to call me and to hang out with me, and me and him got real tight, man. Real tight, And he did help me get in there. And like I said, I did my thing up in UTEP, man. I played against a lot of bad boys. I played against Danny Ainge, Michael Cooper, Tom Chambers, Danny Raines. Yeah, a lot of what's my man from K-State, Mike Evans. They used to play with him. Yeah, a lot of them guys. Larry Drew played against a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's a learning experience for me, man. And I remember times when we played New Mexico. That was my man Russell Sanders from the High. He was on that team with Michael Cooper. And I remember, I was doing my thing. I was on the little road. They put Cooper on me with his long arms. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker got some long arms. God damn. but you know what? But it was a good experience for me. You know what I'm saying? People respect me and I have fun. And that's all it's about, man. That's all. Just go out there, do your thing, let people know who you are, man. Listen, I pray the Lord when people know who I was, man.
Right.
And one thing about me, boo, a lot of people don't say it. I'm one of the guys. I'm one of them, like to play in front of big crowds. I love big crowds. I love big crowds. I love big crowds. I don't know. It's just something about big crowds with me, man. I don't know. Just that, sometimes, you play against, with big guys and stuff like you just want to let people know, hey, this guy can play, man. So I always hear that, man. So it's all good, man. I have fun.
Wow, hey man, hey, get better, Julian. All right. Look, just stay focused. A young high school guy. He's on here. He said, I'm a sophomore in high school, but I'm pressured with the virus and the fact that I haven't played any competition since March. Well, keep focused, man.
Yeah.
It's a hard time out here right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
stay safe out there. No doubt here.
So you was in Texas, El Paso. You decided to come home to Brooklyn.
Yeah, I came. Well, let me tell you what happened with that. But what happened was, right, my first year, I was one of at my height, 5'9". I was third in the nation in score at my height at 5'9".
Woo!
And the nation at that time, that bugged me out. I didn't know how to year, so they showed me all that. And then for some reason, boo, the second year, man, the coach wasn't playing me, man. I was getting, man, this and that, so I was like, yeah, I'm getting out of here, man. So if I could have did it all over again, I should have stayed, because that's like going through that's how you go through the growing process and stuff like that. I don't know. I just one of them guys just want to play, just go out there and play. And then, like I said, when I wanted to leave, I was going to Florida State. What happened was the coach, he left. The coach was, what's his name, Earl? Durham, he left.
Yes.
Yeah, Durham left there from Florida State. I think he went somewhere else. And then, I didn't go over there because I wanted to go to Florida State. And then I had to hurry up and make a school, get a school. And LIU was my last choice, so that's why I wound up going to LIU, boo. That's how I got up in there.
Hey, it wasn't all a failure because you went there and had some success.
No way. Hell no, I would never think of it like that, man. You kidding me? We have fun, man. We have fun. We were like you said, for 47 years. LIU was the first team that made it to the tournament, and then after that, teams follow us after that. Follow us after that. That's all. That was good, man. Yeah.
It's always good to be the first one.
Yeah, no doubt, right, boo. You ain't lying about it. We was the first one. So it was good, man. It was good. It's been a long time for him, but, we have fun, man. We have fun. And at that time, boo, we let the nation score.
Putting up numbers.
Yeah, we were. We was the number one. Yeah, we was putting numbers up, man. That's right.
I read an article about you on Sports Illustrated today, they was ranking all the college players. They had some of the top college players and teams of that year. Did you know about that?
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
Nice write-up, man. And just said, smart guard, quick, heady.
Yeah. Well, let me
And you was the standout player on that team.
But you know one thing about that, what you just said, Boo? At that time, man, I'm not saying about these coaches here. We had coaches, man. See, that's what we had coaches. They taught you the game, how to compete and all that. These guys these days, these coaches, they don't do that. They just want to go out there and you got to teach the game. And you got and like when we came up, we had coaches. A lot of them passed away. A lot of them, like I said, rest in peace. And I'm glad I had the opportunity at that time when I was coming up and learn from them guys, man. And learn about the game. And it's hard to teach these young guys because they don't want to listen.
Yeah, it's that's why I be trying to get to the younger guys. It's like, y'all need to watch some of these interviews, man. Y'all gonna be these guys one day. And they too busy looking at it as old guys, and I'm going, yo, fam, you're gonna be that old guy one day. I remember Canvas One saying, one day they'll be calling me old school, and he just dropped his second album. But he knew one day people would refer to him that way. And I interviewed a lot of people with different stories that a lot of high school kids in New York City can learn from. Because right now, we ain't one of the top places for college coaches to come and get high school kids anymore.
Right, exactly. You ain't lying. I don't know what happened, but we just went down. The New York kids, man, it just went down. Because, they be having them games at the Barclays, the All-Americans, the Jordan Classic. But none of the guys from New York played them games, man. I said, look at this. This is crazy. I never saw this before.
Now, look at this. Look at this. This is so crazy, right? The young man who just said what he said, right, Julian? Keith Stroud right now is giving him advice. How dope is that?
Yeah, that's good.
Right now, they're typing back and forth with each other, and Keith is giving them instructions on the things to do.
But see, like they said, you know what the key is, though? He got to listen to Keith. If he listens, if he listens, he'll learn a whole lot. That's the key. Listen. Take what you can and use that. But the key is you have to listen because he's not telling you nothing wrong. He's been there where you're trying to get. But if you listen to him, you'll be okay. That's what I would say about that, man.
Well, while we was offline, Keith was dropping some jewels about you, man. He said he used to watch you, Phil, and Kurt Sumter kill from Rucker to West Fork back to Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yo, listen, our team was crazy, man. Boom, let me just say this to you, man. Let me just say that. I'm going to be real. I don't really say this. I don't really say this to a lot of people. When I was coming out, like going through, Brooklyn, New York State, going to college, this and that, and to finish college, get my team. My team was the #1 of Brooklyn. No, you listen, I had all-stars on my team. You know what everybody used to say on my team? Oh, they got the name of my team was the Kings. They don't have enough balls. It wasn't about that. I just have players that know how to play the game. That's all it was. I said, if you get guys who just want to just play the game, you don't worry about that. You want to win, but you go out there and compete. You don't worry about the time. You go do you. Just do you. And the people couldn't understand that. My team destroyed everybody in Brooklyn. Everybody.
Wow.
My team was the main one. You asked the Kings. That's right. The Kings.
Listen, Keith was validating all this before you even said it. Keith was like, I saw it, Pooh, firsthand.
Yeah, my Kings. We had a crazy ass team that year. Watch. We had my man Sam, Rudy, Russell Davis, Rick Davis, Wayne Freeman, myself, Kurt, Phil. Charlie, you had everybody, man. What? Woo. And that team right there, listen, everybody said it wasn't enough balls. Now I said, listen, I have players on my team. I don't know why would you say that. And we destroyed everybody. But we lost our game, but everybody knew what time it was. when the playoff time comes. You know, you can beat me in the regular season, but can you beat me when it counts? And you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? That's what I worry about, because you know why? Because everybody that beat me in the regular season, that's just like beating the Lakers or the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it happens. In that game, they don't worry about anything about that game as long as they beat us. They don't care about anybody else beating them or they lose.
Yo, everybody needs to tell a story, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I can help you out, Boo. No worries, I'm glad, brother.
Nah, brother, this is all about you. And my guy, my artist, because I usually have my guy drawing the pictures behind me, he just sent me a message. He ran into some difficulty, but he said he did your picture. So I want to hook up with you and make sure you get that.
Yeah, no doubt. No problem.
For sure, for sure. Smooth, you got yours coming as well. See my guy John Askew there. So let's talk about that game, right? When you scored 9 points in the last 6 minutes, which is crazy. People think like 9 points in 6 minutes. What's the big deal? In a pressure game like that, to go to the NCAA tournament, trust me, it's not that easy. Everybody would have did it. You remember that game?
Oh yeah, I remember. Just as you talking about it, Boo. What happened? I just was on, one of those roads, man. It just, when you feel it, you just feel it, man. That's all. You know what I mean? And it makes it so bad that I was, that night, man. I didn't care who was guarding me. I didn't care how big you was, anything. You know how that, when you feel it, you feel it. That's all it was, man. Because I said, whoever was guarding me, you're going to be in trouble. That's all I was saying.
Woo!
You was
hey,
trouble,
listen. So now, I'm going to go back a little bit because, with your humble, I know how humble you are, and I know what kind of man you are. You don't really brag too much, right?
No,
so I kind of skip past this question, which I ask everybody.
No,
it's the first question, and it's this question, right? When you playing in the Brevo Coliseum and you playing against all those All-Americans, right? The Albert Kings and those guys that you facing, because he was like the big dog back then, right?
Right, yes, sir.
And you got MVP because you walked out there as the biggest dog.
Yeah, big dog, yeah. But you know what's up? You know what's funny, man? Like I just told you, because I knew that night. One thing about Brevo, it be packed every night, 19,000 that bad boy. So especially
the Rucker of Brooklyn for high school basketball.
That's what it was. So and at that time, people wanted to see Albert and Calvin Hicks. What? I mean, that thing was so packed in there. And like I said, I just like competition. I like big crowd. And I just was doing my thing. I mean, everything was working for me. I was cutting out of them, jump was working.
Okay, hold on. Before you even finish, hold on. Get that phone straight, Earl. Because I'm about to drop it on you.
Oh yeah, no, but
who ass did you bust to get that MVP?
Well, I'm not gonna say I bust nobody, but it's just that nobody couldn't guard me that night. That's all it was. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, cause I know them all. Because everything was going for me. My jumper was going for me. You come up on me, I go by you, lay and do the magic stuff on you. So hit my man Cal or something, or Kurt.
Pull the phone back. Pull the phone back some. Pull the phone back some.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So those were the good old times, man. But like I said, I never thought, I wasn't thinking that I was going to get MVP that night. We just were trying to win the game, man. Because like I said, we lost the first game, Boo, and we ain't lose another one after that. Because, in the tournament, it's just that, if you lose that first game, you go to the losers bracket. If you lose two, you out. So we didn't lose no more. It was good, man.
Nobody won't be in that loser bracket, man.
Yeah, and that year they had so many good players in that year, man. I'm like, wow, you thought, I'm telling you, I went MVP? I wasn't even thinking nothing like that, man. That at all. Not at all. That's not even my thing. Because there's too many good ball players for you to be thinking you're going to get MVPs. Too many, man. Too many. But those are the good old times, man. I definitely never forget about that. Never forget about that.
My man, Mr. Crossland said you and Kelly Washington had some awesome battles.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did. I had some good battles with Kelly. But one thing, let me just say this, though. One thing, guys, sometimes, Boo, because a lot of people ain't want to play against me because they say I was physical and I played dirty. No, I wasn't playing dirty. I just was physical, man. That's all it was, man. I hit you, I bumped you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't want that. People ain't want to be hit. You know what I'm saying? But I was taught that. I was taught that. I was very.
And if you're not fouling out the game, if they know you're playing physical, foul you out.
Yeah, I was physical, man. I was, one of the physical guards, man. I just ain't care. You know what I mean? You just had to bring your A game when you play against me. That's all it was.
That's real. So I speak to a lot of different ball players, right? And we're talking about transitional from the basketball part of life to the real world. And, I speak to guys from played high school and just played college. Some even played in the NBA who all had difficulty transitioning from being a ball player to the real world.
Right.
How was your transition from basketball star to the real world?
Well, I knew, my ball days was going to come to come to an end. So I just went to plan B, just make sure, I work, I retired on time and just try to live a good life, man. That's it. You know what I mean? Because basketball is not everything. Basketball was something for me when I was coming to keep me out of trouble, to go places, to meet people and stuff like that. That was another good thing about that too. All over the city, you know what I'm saying? And out of New York too. That's one thing I like too. To meet good people, man. And I talk to them. Some of them I stay in touch. They taught me, how to live life and stuff like that.
What did you do after you graduated LIU?
Well, I teach right now. I teach with the Board of Ed. So
you're an educator. We both educators, fam. So that's a good transition. Yes.
So I have about 2 years for me to retire, and then I'm just looking for that, boo. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. My day's over. Like you said, I did a whole lot. Like you say, this memories with Boo bringing a lot of this stuff up, man. It throws me back. I like, damn, I don't remember this game. I could even, a lot of stuff I don't remember. But it's good to see those stuff. It really is. At this age right now where I'm at, it's really good, it's good to see this stuff. And I like that.
Thank you.
Continue to do that because I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people like that too, saying that's good,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no
doubt. Yo, my guy Spice is in the building. He said, what's up, family?
So Spice, I said, what's happening? Spice.
That's right.
My man.
And Keith said, yeah, you used to play tough because you caught him with that elbow.
Yeah. and Boo, and see, you know what? And another thing too, man, let me just say this. Some people say about, but a lot of people don't talk about my jumping ability for my height, man. What? They don't talk about it. They always talk about me shooting this and that. But me, me playing physical. Me, for B5'9", I wasn't jumping no dude, B.
Well, I definitely know you got a power on that jump shot, for sure.
What I'm talking about. What? Woo! Because I learned that from UTEP. I remember my coach. He gave me a what do you call it? He gave me a practice session on that. Jumping, going foul line to foul line, just jumping, then go straight up. He said, just go high as you can, high as you can, high as you can. So that drill there, I remember that drill. That's how I get high on my jump shot.
Now everybody coming out the woodwork. James Major said he caught a few as well.
Yeah.
James Major from your Brownville guy.
Yeah.
So I heard a lot about Jeff Thomas. How good was Jeff?
Jeff was tough, man. Jeff was nice. Jeff Thomas was real nice. Him and Larry came out the same year. Larry Washington. They was tough, man. Like I said, when I came out, him and Jeff and I, I think I'm about a year or two older than them guys, but we still came out the same year and stuff like that. So, we just compete when we played against each other, man. That's all it was, man. It's fun, man. And you know what, Boo? And that's how you get better, too. You got to go out there and compete. You know what I'm saying? You got to compete.
I know. That's what got me better playing against the older guys.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta go out there and compete, man. You want to get recognition, get your name out there, go out there and compete, man. That's it. That's the only way.
Oh, yes. Somebody just put up Jeff Merriwether. I saw Jeff the other day. Jeff told me he created his Instagram account, and he's ready. So I'm going to get him on soon as well.
Yeah. He ready. Yeah, give my man Joe C. Joe C?
Yeah.
I call it Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes. I got a few more questions. What are your top 5 players in Brooklyn ever? Top 5.
Oh, okay. That's a tough one there. But you know what? I'm gonna go on my era. That's the only way I can do that. I have to go on my era.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, I go on my era. I don't want to go outside my era. I have to go on my era. You said 5. I'm gonna say the first one. I'm gonna say my man Kurt Sumner. The second one, it's a lot of them, but I'm gonna give you 5. Rolando Blackman.
I had him on the show. Yeah.
Rolando. The third one will be Calvin Hicks. The fourth one will be, I would have to say, Rudy Johnson. And Rudy Johnson and Sam Worthington.
Wow.
Those are my boys right there, man. You know what I mean?
Who's Kurt Redding?
Kurt was tough. Kurt was a monster. Kurt was tough, but I would have put him up there, but you only gave me 5. But I would definitely.
Yes, definitely. That's key.
Put him up there too. Kurt, let me tell you, Kurt, one of them guys, man. If you don't know Kurt, he'll talk you right into the game because he talk a lot of shit to you, boy. That I be telling like, yo, he like when we played them Canarsie when they won 24-0. When we played them, you know, with the rivalry game, they came to South the first game. Yo, boo, they beat us by 30 because he was like, they killed us because he was bullying my big man. I said, yo, you can't let him talk to you that way. He thought he was doing talk. That's Kurt. That's Kurt for you. Then I got to him. Cause they, you know, he got the Calvin Blake. I said, Trace, don't let him get to you, man. All he's gonna do is talk, man. But you know, I mean, it is what it is at that time. But the second time we played them, they only beat us by 5. We should have won that game. But you know, they were tough though.
They had a great team.
Yeah, they did.
They had a great team.
Listen, you go 24-0, you gotta give it to them. You gotta give them their props, bro. You gotta give them their props.
Yo, this is crazy. Who knew this? Keith Strauss said Kurt and Fly Williams taught him how to play. Taught him how to play tough. Taught him how to play tough.
Yeah, I believe that because, like I said, sometimes be in the BRC or sign the park. But like I said to you before, but if you come out there crying, they ain't gonna give you no love. You can't come crying. You got to play, man. Compete.
Keith was 6, all of 6'4", barely 6'5", giving big men 6'8", 6'9" the business.
Keith was tough. I call him Keith.
With a few simple moves.
Yeah.
He didn't do too much.
I know. Kiki Vanderweer, I call him.
He gonna get his buckets for sure.
Keith. That's what I call him. My man Keith. Yeah, but you know.
All right.
Yeah.
So, who is the best high school player you played against, the best college player you played against, and the best pro?
All right, the best high school player against, I say Artie Green.
Artie Green in high school. College,
I say Danny Ainge from BYU. Danny Ainge. And the pro, I say but at my era, you know, when I was coming out, I say Larry Drew. Larry Drew, the guard from for the Lakers at the time when he was playing, and he went to Missouri. He was tough. Larry Drew was a tough boy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely remember him.
Talk about during his prime, he went to Missouri. Yo, he was quick as hell, big. God damn, I remember I played him, you know, against him as a freshman. You know, but he was tough. He was tough, man. You know, he was tough. Learn from him. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just learn from guys, man. You know. That's
dope, man. Yo, Keith, get me in contact with him. You know, man, I'm always open, man. I'm going to make sure I talk to everybody in all boroughs. And I'm going to take a trip out to Staten Island just to get a few people from Staten Island. Facts.
Yeah, I hear you, boo. You're doing a good job.
That's all part of the journey, man. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up this interview, man. I want to thank you for your patience, right? I just want to thank you for being on. Thank you for always being, you know, a voice, even when I was younger coming up. You know, being one of the younger guys playing against the older guys. Yeah, I hear you. Y'all gave me the same business, but also y'all gave me my props at the end of the game. And let me know that's right. What it was about. So I just want to say thank you and salute you, brother.
I appreciate it, boo. No doubt. Anytime you need me, man, just holler at me, my brother. I'm here.
Yes. And last thing, who you going to nominate to be on the show?
I would try to say I'm trying to get my man Russell Davis, man, or Phil Foreman. One of those two. One to do that.
Let's try to get them both. Let them know.
All right. Wayne Freeman, them guys. Anybody, you know? Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, my man, boo. Good.
Keith, holler at me, man. Yo, salute everybody. Salute my guy, Earl Fuller. That's right. Salute.
Have me. For on there, boo. Have a good one, my brother.
You too, brother. Peace.
All right, peace.